What's up, guys? Welcome to Kitchen Table Talk episode 7. It's going to be an action-packed one because the timing messed up yesterday with the Braves on national television with the Braves and Dodgers. Epic battle, and then the result, obviously I wasn't in the best of moods after that crushing, annoying loss, but I wanted to make sure I combined yesterday's results and today's news because there was a lot, and I also didn't want to leave the TV because there's a lot of great sports things going on in every sport. So sports fans dream, but I just couldn't fit a video in yesterday. So welcome to Kitchen Table Talk episode 7. Get all your sports news in one fell swoop, and congratulations to the Colorado Avalanche and the Ole Miss Rebels for hoisting the trophy and becoming the king of the mountains on those fronts. The Colorado Avalanche unseating the two-time champion Tampa Bay Lightning in an epic, nail-biting, albeit controversial series at times, especially last night with the goal that Tampa didn't think should have been allowed. Tampa thought they touched the puck quick enough on a delayed penalty, but the Avalanche ended up scoring, and the rest deemed that a good goal. So it is what it is, and the Avalanche were able to take advantage, get the lead in the second period, and just lock down defense from there. But the Tampa Bay Lightning were a great champion and continued to fight till the very end. And the Avalanche just had a little more with Cal McCarr. He's insane. And they were really the most consistent and juggernaut team all year long. So it's very well deserved. Tampa, you guys were the gnat that never went away, and needed Colorado to unseat you, and just an avalanche of goals, a pun intended. But you guys are going to be back, and annoying as a Carolina Hurricane fan, I can bet it. But congratulations to Colorado Avalanche. It's nice to have new blood in the championship throne, as it were. So congratulations, and also congratulations to the Ole Miss Rebels going from the last team in to the top of the mountain. That it doesn't get much sweeter than that. And I'm guessing Mike Bianco is fine. He was on the hot seat as Ole Miss was struggling big time. But once you get your name called and you're in, anything can happen. We saw it last year with the Braves. We've seen it a lot lately with champions. It doesn't matter as long as you're in the field. It's a clean slate and anything can happen. And Ole Miss, that senior-laden team, and Dylan DeLucia took the bull by the horn, so to speak, and just got hotter than a firecracker at the right time. Dylan DeLucia was named the most outstanding player. Well deserved. That CG shutout he threw against Arkansas, one of the most potent offenses we'd seen all year, on 114 pitches, 206 Maddox style. That was epic, and a lot of clutch hits. And I don't think Ole Miss made a lot of mistakes to hurt themselves. Just did everything right, and well deserved. Oklahoma was a great underdog story as well. They were struggling like Ole Miss, but were able to turn it on in the postseason, dispatching Florida, Texas, and that's got to feel good for them. And obviously you don't want to lose, but they were a valiant opponent for Ole Miss. Ole Miss just had a deeper pitching staff, and wild pitches and pass balls ended up doing Oklahoma in. They had a 2-1 lead in the 8th, a clutch hit, and a cross up on a curveball that should have been a fastball, and a wild pitch later, 4-2, and Ole Miss was able to slam the door. But just an epic Cinderella story battle in the World Series as a whole. Notre Dame getting their unseating the number 1 seed Tennessee Vols, and a lot of the national seeds not making it just tells you how unpredictable baseball can be. So that's why I love it so much. And again, congratulations to the Ole Miss Rebels on getting their first College World Series title. And it's kind of shocking that it's this year because they've had so much heartbreak and so many great teams to not be able to hoist the trophy. But that's why you love sports, because they can come out of nowhere at any time. And the Rebels took full advantage. So again, congratulations. On the MLB front, there was a minor trade today. The Kansas City Royals and Seattle Mariners. Seattle Mariners got veteran first baseman and DH Carlos Santana, who's hitting .216, 4 homers, and 21 RBIs from the Royals for a couple of right-handed pitchers, Wyatt Mills and William Fleming. One of them a reliever and one of them a starter. So the Royals continue to stock their farm system, and Carlos Santana gets a fresh start, especially probably due to all the suspensions that are going to stem from that epic Angels-Mariners brawl yesterday. Anthony Rendon throwing punches with his left hand, his left wrist cast up from the wrist surgery. Raisel Iglesias being disrespectful to sunflower seeds, and the bubblegums in the dugout was pretty awesome. And it was just kind of reminded me of the Braves-Padres brawl back in the 80s. That's always a fun one. But you don't like what it stems from. Beanball and being up at guys' heads, especially Mike Trout, you don't like to see it. But it was very, very entertaining. But those suspensions should be hefty and come down soon. Jesse Winker had some choice words for everybody involved, including the crowd, with a couple of his fingers. But that was just super, super entertaining. The Yankees once again come back on the Astros bullpen. The Astros had been no-hitting the Yankees for 16 1/3 innings after the previous day combined no-hitting them. That was the longest a team had been no-hit since the 1961 A's. So, and the Yankees, in pure Yankee fashion, tie it after Giancarlo Stanton finally breaks the ice with a solo jack dead central. And then DJ LeMahieu ties it with 2 outs in the 8th. And then in the bottom of the 10th, I don't know why they pitched Aaron Judge, but they did, and he victimized them with a 3-run bomb. And they go home happy, and I don't know really how they split the series, but that's how this year has gone for the Yankees. So not really surprised at that. Jack Flaherty, the Cardinals star pitcher, continues to deal with shoulder inflammation. He is back on the IL after just 2 innings of scoreless ball, 2 strikeouts, but something fell off for him there. So that's a big-time blow. More on the injury front. Bryce Harper, the worst fears were imagined. Fractured thumb. So he is out, and definitely a big blow to the Phillies' chances, even though they did have a nice comeback win against the San Diego Padres. Yesterday, on the Braves front, you've got Eddie Rosario on a rehab assignment. He's 3 for 7, I believe, with a couple of singles and 3 RBIs, I believe, to start. So really, really good to see him gearing it up. Tyler Matzik is set to begin a rehab assignment in the coming days. It'll start at Augusta. hopefully the off day will help Ronald Acuna Jr. and his bruised foot. There was no fracture, but an IL stint could be possible, but who knows there. Jay Jackson, a right-handed reliever, has begun a rehab assignment as well. He could be a key piece to come up in our bullpen while we wait on Tyler Matzek and Kirby Yates coming back from Tommy John surgery. So those are the news and notes from the Braves. Also, Brian Snitker has filled out his all-star staff with Dave Martinez of the Washington Nationals. A classy move considering they didn't get to really celebrate their World Series title in 2019 because of the COVID pandemic. And Dave Roberts will be there as well, along with the rest of the Braves staff. So that's pretty much. And lastly, on the Braves have at least one player in the top 4 of all All-Star votings. So that is really, really cool and a good representation of how the Braves streak and how much we're playing better and the love the Braves country has everywhere. So that's awesome. Golf really quickly. Xander Schauffele was able to hang on. Sahith Theegala got in the bunker on 18 with a one-shot lead. Got close to the lip and tried a hero shot and ended up going over it and missing it, and then having to chop out and try to get up and down for bogey, and it lipped out on him. So double bogey, and Xander Schauffele was able to make a birdie on 18 just for the 2-shot lead, but Sahith Theegala tried to get too much out of that shot, unfortunately. But good experience for the youngster, even though it's going to really stink for a while. Padraig Harrington was able to stave off a furious comeback from Steve Stricker to win the Senior PGA at -10. So the Irishman adds another trophy to the trophy case. And Matthew Wolff is expected to head to the LIV Tour. The next big thing, it's just kind of stalled out for Matthew. Can't find it, so maybe the LIV Tour is where he needs to be. And then really quickly on basketball, Miles Bridges for the Hornets will explore free agency, obviously, but he is a restricted free agent, so the Hornets have a chance to match whatever he is offered, so we'll see how that goes. The Hornets did offer complete the contract for head coach Steve Clifford to return, 3 years at $4 million each. So we'll see how that goes and how that all works out. The roster is a little interesting as well. And today the big news is that the Atlanta Hawks are on the verge of acquiring Spurs star guard DeJounte Murray. Is a walking triple-double, and I think it would be an epic pair of the two. And if somehow they were able to pull it off without giving up John Collins, that would be insane and amazing for the Hawks and their fans. It certainly would be a power move. Brooklyn continues to be the worst reality show in NBA, but just about an hour ago, Kyrie Irving opted into his player option at $36.5 million. There is a speculation that there could be a sign and trade and him returning to the Los Angeles Lakers, and possibly Kevin Durant getting traded. I don't see that happening. And Kyrie said, "See you this fall," so I don't know if him opting in automatically means he's going to play for the Nets, but it's a big-time mess there. Zach LaVine is going to stay a Bull more than likely, because that would make them a step backwards, especially with DeMar DeRozan and Vucevic and Caruso, and the uncertainty of Lonzo Ball and his knee. That would be a big step backwards for the Bulls, who kind of took a really big step forward, but the injuries and inconsistencies got them in the playoffs. But it's expected that Zach LaVine will be back for them. So that is all I've got NBA-wise. Really quickly, NFL, Panthers star linebacker Luke Kuechly has signed on to do 7 games on the radio for us, so that should be fun. He's kind of the defensive version of Tony Romo. He knew anything and everything that was happening on the field, and could anticipate anything, so it should be very entertaining and very quality listening to him on the radio. On the sad side, Marlon Bristow, the first African-American quarterback of the AFL of the Denver Broncos, has passed away at the age of 76. He also became a 2-time Pro Bowl wide receiver with the Buffalo Bills and won 2 Super Bowls with the Miami Dolphins. So condolences to his family, and thank you to him for breaking barriers and allowing athletes to chase their dreams no matter what. So thank you to him for that as well. And then you got the Baker Mayfield, will he stay, will he go? Yesterday it was he's going to Seattle. Today is where the Panthers are still interested in him, and the Panthers are still interested in Jimmy Garoppolo, so your guess is as good as mine on that. That is basically all I've got, the longest video. I think I covered everything. If I missed something, I will cover it tomorrow. But peace out, guys. That's all I got. Like, subscribe, and comment what you think. Anything that you want to put. It helps me out a lot to know what you guys think and start some conversation. So thanks. Peace out, guys.